conjunctiva. It is a transparent mucous membrane which covers the under surface of the lids and is reflected from lid to cover the anterior part of the eyeball up to the limbus. There are different parts of the conjunctiva which are as follows: palpebral conjunctiva, conjunctiva of the fornixes, bulbar conjunctiva, limbal conjunctiva of the limbus, and plica semilunaris. Palpebral conjunctiva again has three parts: marginal conjunctiva, tarsal conjunctiva, and orbital part. Marginal conjunctiva extends from the intermarginal zone of the lid margin to the subtarsal sulcus, whereas tarsal conjunctiva covers the tarsal plate, and orbital part of the conjunctiva covers the rest of the undersurface of the lid. Conjunctiva of the fornices, it is a fold of conjunctiva formed by reflection of conjunctiva from lid to the eyeball. Bulbar conjunctiva covers the anterior part of the eyeball up to the limbus around the cornea. Limbus conjunctiva covers the limbus and plica semilunaris. Plica semilunaris, it is a crescentic fold of conjunctiva at the inner canthus. Now, histology of conjunctiva. It has two layers: epithelial layer and substantia propria. Epithelial layer. At marginal conjunctiva, limbus and plica semilunaris, it is a stratified squamous epithelium in marginal conjunctiva with few prickle cells. At tarsal conjunctiva, the epithelium has two layers: superficial cylindrical cells and deep flat cells, whereas other parts of the conjunctiva like bulbar conjunctiva, conjunctiva of the fornices has three layers: superficial cylindrical cells, intermediate polygonal cells, and deep flat cells. This is the configuration of the epithelium of the different parts of the conjunctiva. Now, substantia propria. Substantia propria has two layers: superficial adenoid layer and deep fibrous layer. Adenoid layer consists of fine networks of fibrous tissue infiltrated with lymphocyte. It is absent at birth and develops after 2 to 3 months of birth. Now, fibrous layer. It consists of collagenous and elastic fibers and has numerous blood vessels and nerves. Now, at different parts of the conjunctiva, there is some different specification, like marginal conjunctiva, conjunctiva of the limbus, and tarsal conjunctiva firmly fixed to the adjacent tissue, whereas the conjunctiva of the fornices and bulbar conjunctiva, the conjunctiva is loosely attached to the subjacent tissue. Epithelium of the bulbar conjunctiva and conjunctiva of the fornices had goblet cells which secretes mucus, and conjunctiva of the fornices contains accessory lacrimal glands which are a blend of Krauss and Goldfried's. So this is the anatomy of conjunctiva. Blood supply, posterior conjunctival artery, anterior conjunctival artery. Nerve supply, ciliary nerves, branches of ciliary nerves, nasociliary nerves, lacrimal nerves, and branches of maxillary nerves. Now, vein, the venous drainage of the conjunctiva occurs through palpebral vein and ophthalmic vein. Now, there is hyperemia of the conjunctiva. The meaning of hyperemia of the conjunctiva means congestion of blood vessels of conjunctiva. And the ecchymosis of conjunctiva, it means edema of the conjunctiva, in which the transparency of the conjunctiva becomes lost. Now, diseases of the conjunctiva. The most important disease is conjunctivitis. It is inflammation of conjunctival tissue. The sources are three: exogenous, endogenous, and local spread. Exogenous infection occurs. The causative agent introduced in conjunctival sac like microorganism, foreign body, and chemicals. And endogenous source, blood-borne allergic responses and metabolic disorders. And local spread through skin and lacrimal apparatus and diseases of the eye like sclera, cornea. Now, classification of conjunctivitis. There are four types: infective conjunctivitis, allergic conjunctivitis, conjunctivitis following ocular injury, conjunctivitis associated with skin diseases. Now let us discuss one by one infective conjunctivitis. In infective conjunctivitis, conjunctivitis due to bacterial infection, in which which is known as catarrhal conjunctivitis or mucopurulent conjunctivitis. So, catarrhal conjunctivitis has three types: acute catarrhal conjunctivitis, subacute catarrhal conjunctivitis, or chronic catarrhal conjunctivitis. Now, next is membranous conjunctivitis, pseudomembranous conjunctivitis, purulent conjunctivitis. Purulent conjunctivitis is two types: gonorrheal conjunctivitis and ophthalmia neonatal. Next is angular conjunctivitis. Now, conjunctivitis due to viruses. Follicular conjunctivitis, the acute follicular conjunctivitis or chronic follicular conjunctivitis. And conjunctivitis due to measles, conjunctivitis due to chicken pox, a small conjunctivitis due to a smallpox, conjunctivitis due to herpes simplex, conjunctivitis due to herpes zoster, like this. Now, conjunctivitis due to Bearsonia group of organisms, like swimming bath conjunctivitis, trachoma, inclusion bilirubin of the newborn. Then conjunctivitis due to some specific infection like conjunctivitis in tuberculosis, conjunctivitis in syphilis, conjunctivitis in leprosy, or conjunctivitis in Perine's disease, conjunctivitis in tularensis. Now, allergic conjunctivitis. Allergic conjunctivitis, three types: simple allergic conjunctivitis, flicktubular conjunctivitis, and third is spring cutout, or which is also known as hormonal conjunctivitis. And the conjunctivitis due to ocular injury or conjunctivitis associated with skin disease. That's all. इंट्रोडक्शन हो गया था घंटा का। अब आगे वैसे उसको बंद वैसे बंद होगा, कैसे बंद होगा? एकड़े निकाल ऑफ कर दिया, हो गया ना?
No.
गड़बड़ा गया।
यहाँ से